Welcome back to the podcast.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's a bit of a strange episode.
This one is going to be strange. Not because we're emotional, though we probably will be, but because this is the first time we're recording knowing exactly what this episode is.
We're no longer contracted. We're only committed.
This is our last one. Not the end of everything, not a dramatic ending, just the end of this chapter for us. When we started this podcast, the goal was simple, talk honestly about travel and marriage and everything that comes with it. And for a little bit that worked, but our seasons have changed.
Yep, we've finally figured out a place to settle down and, commitment for the long term for a place.
I'm no longer travel PT. I am now working full time. And the truth is, it's hard to keep creating content about a life that we're no longer living. So today isn't about quitting, but it's about acknowledging that something good ran its course and closing.
Yeah, we had fun while we were recording all the episodes on the road and everything, and now that we're kind of at a settled down point, it's end of a chapter.
So today in the episode, we're going to talk about why we started, why we're ending, and then what this season kind of has taught us with the travel life.
We're like a TV show this season. We're on to season 2.
You know what I mean. So if you've been here with us since the beginning, this one's for you.
Yeah, so why did we originally start Travel PT? What was the catalyst that were like, yep, we're going to do this?
I think it was me feeling stalled out and kind of like, oh crap, is this really what this PT life is going to look for me in my first job out of grad school? And we had some friends doing it, and it just was like, oh, let's look into it. And it looked like it would be good for a short term or long term. We didn't really know what it was going to look like. Yeah,
and at the time, I could probably say for you, you weren't very in love with the job that you currently had.
Yeah, that's very true.
So when we were looking to figure out, what else is out there, what else could you do, what different places could you be,
and just to learn, to grow. Yeah. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to not grow, because I knew there was a lot that I still wanted to learn, especially in the pediatric world of physical therapy. Yeah. But
hard to go from learning constantly between undergrad and then grad school, constantly getting new knowledge, and then you land a job and then you feel like you haven't moved an inch after a full year at that place.
Yeah. I think her life didn't really make sense yet at the beginning. And then we kind of were like, oh, this would make sense to do travel right where we were, and kind of felt right to do it.
And if we're ever going to do it, that was the time. Do it while you're young and you don't really have too much responsibilities tying you down. And let me tell you, the financial aspect wasn't a downside by any means.
No, not at all.
So, transitioning from a full-time PT to a travel PT, back to a full-time PT. What is that feeling like?
I think it was necessary. I think it was what was supposed to happen to learn and to build a character that I am now, of really not taking any shit from other people, knowing my self-worth, the worth in physical therapy and peds, knowing boundaries, I think, was something that was learned. It is weird. It was scary to be like, oh, we're going to stop doing this. I don't know. We're committing to the long run right now. I don't plan on quitting and leaving this position. It's a good position. It has great coworkers, a great place to be. So I don't plan on leaving, but it was scary to be like, oh, I'm not leaving. Is this going to turn out the same way my first?
Mm-hmm. Because with travel, you've been to plenty of different places, some good, some bad, and sometimes you never know what it's going to be like until you're actually in it. So it's like, is this someplace I'm actually going to want to stay at?
Yeah.
That we're committing long-term to right now?
Yeah, I think that was the scariest part. And the novelty of travel is that you can just leave and keep traveling and keep seeing new places and meeting new people. And it was kind of like we're losing that aspect of doing that. Is life still going to be
Mm-hmm.
Is life still going to be exciting and enjoyable, or is this going to be, was the excitement and enjoyment in our life because we were traveling, or was it not? And trying to figure that out too.
Well, I think excitement and enjoyment can come from traveling, and now that we settled down, it might come from doing lawn work.
Yeah, that is true. Because in addition to me getting full time, we also bought a house.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to figure out that financially too is exciting.
Yes, of course. And then before we took the full-time position, do you think you were ready to stop traveling at that time?
I think so. I think I was. I don't know. We just had like an Arizona one lined up, and that would have been so cool. So I feel bummed because I think Arizona would have been something completely different, a place we've never been, a different climate, a different culture that we really never experienced and was kind of in. That I think I'm more sad about the places that we're missing out on going
Mm-hmm.
because of travel work. I think that's the difference. I think I was more excited, obviously, to work and to get paid, but the best part about the travel is that you get to experience all these different states and all these different people and learn from them all too,
Mm-hmm.
and grow. So, what about you? Do you feel like you were ready?
Mm. I wasn't not ready. I don't think I was necessarily ready, but if we had stopped, / we did stop, I was completely fine with that.
Yeah.
It was kind of my experience. Was I looking forward to Arizona? Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But, we always you've always at least applied to some full-time places while we were traveling just to see what was out there, and you never know what's going to come along. And it was a little surprising that something as good as what you ended up getting came along and is what I think is working out so far.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it so far.
It is nice that kind of happened there.
Yeah.
And when you find a good opportunity like that, it's hard to pass up.
Yeah. And go ahead.
I was just saying we can't travel for the rest of our lives. That's not something we had always planned on doing.
No.
So we had to stop at some point.
And I think and I loved the contracted place that we went through. And I think if we were retired, quote unquote, and we're like, oh, do you want to travel to Arizona? Sure, let's see if there's a contract. There could be one that I'm only working 23 hours a week. I feel like I would be willing to go back to that in a time in my life. And it's always there if for some reason I get laid off. I don't know, something crazy happens. Hopefully I don't get laid off ever, but you know what I'm saying. It's a great thing to have already established, and they like me and they know that I work hard and I'll take most any position that's peds. So
yeah,
I think it's something we can always go back to, and that's good. That makes me felt
it is nice
good
to have that fallback for sure, where it's like, okay, we do have some comfortability with taking this full-time position that even if it didn't work out, it's not like we cut ties with your travel company immediately. It's like, that was probably not the most comfortable conversation in general with your recruiter, where it's like, hey, I found a spot, but that's their job. They understand the game, that people aren't always looking to sit there and travel all their life. They know people eventually settle down. So
yeah,
and she still sends you stuff from time to time just to put some feelers out there.
I think that's automatic messages. I don't think that's specifically to me. But it is nice to see that there's things out there. But I am happy where we are. And I think, the whole travel didn't end because it failed. It just ended because it did work, and it got me to, the next chapter, I guess, of our lives, maybe we could say.
Yeah.
And I think there's other things to be excited about while being a full-time, having a house, We're also getting older, that, type
that
of stuff to
takes into account for sure. So with travel ending, what did you learn? And I'll split it up into a couple of categories.
Oh my gosh,
so
okay.
In terms of PT, as a PT, what did you learn, or what is something that you think is going to stick with you as you go forward here, one of the bigger things? What do you think you learned about our relationship together? And what did you learn about the different places that we went to.
Okay.
Like in different cultural experiences.
I'll try my best. So for PT, I guess the biggest overall arching thing I learned is that there's not a perfect work environment or perfect job. There's not the perfect job out there.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some that are going to be better than others.
That's
and there
sure.
is stuff better than what I was first at. And I think it really taught me what I want in a job and what I don't want in a job specifically. And I think being picky and waiting for something while we were trying to find, well, not trying to find something, but sending out resumes to different places constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know, like if they're like, oh, we do this, but not this. It's like, okay, well, I don't want that. And then that would be the end of the conversation type of thing. So like knowing what I want and getting into a job and having that pull to be able to pick what I want in a job, I guess. So I think that's what I learned about PT. What did you learn about PT for traveling?
What did I learn about PT? I'm going to say that there's a lot of different types of PTs out there.
Okay.
Like, and other...
What do you mean by that?
And other therapies out there where it's like there's just such a variety of people that work these positions and have just different mentalities when it comes to working, where it's like some are maybe a little more lackadaisical, or I guess just like type A people out there too that are like very structured and will come in, get the job done. And then there's other people that you find in your line of work that are, I get coffee 2 or 3 times a day, and I'm going for walks multiple times, and then now I'm behind on notes, and then I complain about being behind on notes, and it's like, well, what are you surprised about? You go for coffee 3 times a day.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's what I learned about your therapies, is there's quite the variety of you out there, and that you're one of the good ones.
I'm about to say, I'm like, not variety of me personally, of Kelsey, but variety of PTs. Okay, what did I learn about a relationship? Ooh.
Anything? Did you learn anything about it?
I don't know. Well, you didn't say about you. You said about the relationship.
Yeah, well, I'm part of this relationship. I'm 50%.
I feel like we just grew stronger, even though, I mean, we were strong, but I think, I don't know, I think we just grew more. We had to, like, we didn't have anyone else to talk to. We had to kind of, like, not that we didn't talk, but we just learned more about each other's hobbies, I think, and spent more time with each other, where I feel like we wouldn't if we were at a full-time place, because Tristan has a lot of friends and goes out a lot. Not really.
Lot. Come on.
No, but, like, you just have more people to talk to, and then you didn't really have a lot of people to talk to when we were traveling, so you would talk to me.
Oh, no.
And I think maybe I learned that you stem a lot.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what I learned.
Mm-hmm.
What did you learn about our relationship?
What did I learn about our relationship? I learned that I care about you a lot.
Oh, that's nice. I care about you too.
I already knew that, though.
Yeah, exactly. So what did you learn?
So what did I learn? You know, I asked these questions, and I should have thought of answers myself before I asked these questions.
I know, these were kind of on the fly.
Yeah.
These are not prepared.
I think one of the biggest things I learned is that we can figure out anything if we work together.
Yeah.
And use Google.
So basically, Tristan
like,
used Google.
If hardship comes along, we truly will buckle down and get it figured out.
Yeah.
Will it be annoying in the moment? Yes. Will we have a good experience with each other in the moment? No. But will we both understand that, hey, we are in this relationship together. We know that the end goal is to better ourselves, our relationship, our situation. We know that that's what we're both working towards, and that is the most important thing. And if we just keep that goal in mind, we will be fine.
Yeah.
And things will work out.
Yeah. I was going to say something similar, but I didn't.
Yeah, exactly. You thought the exact same thing
I did. I really did. I said like that we can get through anything, but it's not like we had terribly hard ships.
I don't know. That first travel day was pretty awful.
Oh, the first time?
Yeah, when we had the stomach flu or food poisoning, whatever it was, trying to move into our first new place in a new city away from people, and we were isolated, and it's just us. And it's like, okay, wow, we really are away from our support system, and we just kind of got to figure it out.
Yeah. I also feel like, I was going to say something that I forgot.
Was it about the foot of water in that one basement? Because that's also something we had to figure out.
It wasn't. Oh, I was gonna say that I think I also learned that we really I like road trips. We're good at road trips.
We are very good at road trips. We have it kind of nailed down, our process there.
So I feel very humbled in our relationship of road tripping. We work at the best team wise in the car, I feel like, for some reason. Most of the time.
I think practice. Just practice now at this point.
Yeah. We're a little rusty though, so we'll see next time we head anywhere. And September will be our we have a little trip coming up in September, and then the last one was, what did you learn about?
So there was PT, relationship, and
you don't
something that I asked.
He doesn't remember what he asked. PT, relationship, and I don't know. We can just move on. Yeah. Well, when we listen back, we'll know, but we're not going to answer it. Sorry. Yep. Oh, that's funny.
Man, what was that last thing? I really can't remember.
I don't know. Do you want to try? Just move on.
No, we'll move on.
Let's see. What else did you learn or anything else of that nature?
Do you have any advice for our listeners? Like, what's your top 2 pieces of advice?
For who?
For traveling.
Travel people?
Yep.
Do it. Number 1. Mm-hmm. Number 1 is just to do it.
Give it a chance.
Yeah, just do it. Who cares? If you do it just for whatever.
1 3-month contract.
Just do it. Mm-hmm. And see if you like it. Just try it. You never know. 2 is enjoy the process of becoming a new person, a new therapist. Or at least take the time to look back and be like, wow, I did learn a lot. Or, just to think about who and what shaped you and take gratitude for that. Mm-hmm. I think that's important to see where you've come and how far you've come. Hopefully.
Hopefully you've learned a thing or two in the travel journey.
Hopefully. And just how much further you want to go, too. At least that's how I feel. It's cool, I'm here, but also, I'm not done. I'm not done with my life of learning and becoming a better therapist. It's always continuous, for sure. And it's exciting. Is it kind of, some days do you actually want to learn and be better? No. Not at all. Some days you're just trying to get through the day. And I hope all my patients understand that on those days. Yeah. Other days, yeah, but.
True.
What's your advice for
my 2 pieces of advice? Spouse? If you're a travel spouse, make time for each other. That's probably number 1. Because sometimes you can get caught up in the busyness of the things around you in a new city and stuff like that, and you might not sit down and focus on just each other, because I think that's most important, especially in new relationships. Yeah. New being, our decade together, but
I'll say, I'm
even then, there's always something you can learn. And then my second piece of advice for a travel spouse is...
Or spouse in general.
Or spouse in general.
Or a man.
Always remember to be thankful to your partner. I think that's a very good thing to be. If you're thankful to your partner and you remember to lead with kindness first, I think that is always the most important thing.
He's saying this because I don't lead with kindness.
I did not say that at all. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's my 2 most important pieces probably.
Yeah, I was going to add to the thankfulness to also say that you're thankful. You can be like, oh, I'm thankful, and think it, but to actually say it means a lot more than to actually just to think it too. So.
Yep. True.
I think a good thing too, just for any people in a relationship is to let each other change too when we're going through a lot of growth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not the same person you were 2 years ago or whenever, even 3, 4, 5 years ago, whatever.
Very true. Especially with travel, when so much of your life changes constantly, you learn so many new things and get to experience so many new things quickly that it's like you change just fast. You change fast, and life around you changes fast. So, don't be surprised when you change along with it. And hopefully you just develop in a good direction, and as long as you have someone there supporting you and helping to push you in a good direction, I think that's top notch right there.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to talk about in this
about
last
our travel experience? Anything else?
Podcast.
Do you have a favorite memory? My favorite memory. I'll start with that while you think. My favorite memory was probably, so there's this thing called like type 1 fun, type 2 fun. There's even a type 3 fun, but I don't know what that is. Type 1 is where something's fun in the moment. Type 2 is where it's not fun in the moment, but it's fun to look back on. And type 3 is, it's probably just not fun at all, really. Or maybe it's not fun for you, but it's fun for someone else. That sounds like type 3. But it's type 2 fun that makes me, the North Carolina big spiders. When we first saw those,
we freaked out.
That I was so just astonished that there were so many and they were so big. And man, that is just something that sticks with you. That is my number one memory that I won't forget. I'll be like, there's spiders that are just bigger than my hand.
Yeah.
It's just Gerald. He lived outside of our bedroom on his big web.
One day he wasn't there though.
And every morning I would look out the window and make sure Gerald was still there, because if he's still there, that means he's not in the house. But when Gerald wasn't there one morning, that's what's scary. That scares me. Gerald was bigger than my hand.
He's probably bigger than your head, bigger than your face.
If you're going from like tip of one leg to tip of another leg, he could probably cover my entire face.
Yeah.
That guy was terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
And then the big A snake we saw in that one yard.
You could say ass. Yeah. Yeah.
That was also very scary.
I was just thinking of that,
too. To the south and people that live there, good on you.
Yeah.
But man, is it nice to have a winter.
Yeah. When you think back, it's like, oh, it is kind of cold and windy and here. But then I'm like, I've taken this over bigger spiders and snakes, to be honest with you.
Sit there and it's like, that's a 10-inch spider with like a 4-inch thorax. Like, geez, oh, Pete's, that's awful.
Yeah. And I did not think of one yet.
It doesn't have to be your best memory. It's just something that you think you'll always remember when you think of traveling.
I think I'd always remember like the actual road trips. I think
the road trips?
Yeah. Like, specifically the one to North Carolina, because that was our furthest one that we had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Or like so we like flew back home for a wedding. That probably also, I don't know, just like travel days. I feel like I just remember travel days over a lot of other things.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically the long travel days.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're just, not that they're fun, but like, it's like their little adventure. It's like, ooh, we get to see like all these different states and we're driving and we get to eat like road snacks and we get to be like walkie-talkied and not really, but like I call you or I don't know, I just feel like I'm on a secret mission, like following each other, and I don't know, it sounds so stupid, but that's what I'll remember.
I think it's fun, you got like an end goal in mind, you get to go on a little adventure the whole time. It's not too short of a time, but sometimes a little too long of a time, but
Yeah, and fuck Ohio.
Yeah, we all hate Ohio. Everybody hates Ohio.
Gosh, that one, I got
an awfully
so tired.
Boring state.
Yeah, I just got so tired so quick in Ohio. I'm like, we're so close. Can we just stop though, for real?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did you think when I got an acceptance to a full-time and when we started talking more about that? What was your thoughts and feelings?
I think my first thought was I was excited for you, number one. because I think the opportunity was a very good one, and it's something that we had discussed for a long time to figure out, like, is this something we do want to accept and do? And the answer came out to be yes. So I think there is not just like one moment where it's like, yep, I accepted the position, and I'm like, yep, that's great. I think it was just kind of very thoughtful on both our ends and very planned out. And I think I was excited because it's just a new chapter. A little disappointed because I did want to go to Arizona. But
I know, me too.
Overall, I was excited for the new chapter our life was kind of going to go into. And I think those kind of changes can bring out the best of you. And I think that's what life's all about, really. It's just like you're taking your next step and you're changing and you're learning. And yeah, it's fun and important. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be fun. It's going to be unfun.
Yeah, it's life.
Yeah, it's life.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. Yeah, what about you? When we finally were like, yes, we're going to take it, what was your thoughts?
Fuck everyone else who didn't want me. It made me feel good, made me feel wanted because I wasn't wanted.
You weren't wanted? Who didn't want you?
The place I was at before for travel. Remember I applied and they took somebody else because, well, I think it was financial reasons. But I was told because she has more experience than me, but whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
And so the first thought was like, oh, well.
Yeah, you went from a very low where it's like, oh, I was just told no.
To a high.
To a place that I'm currently working at.
Right.
And doing the job for.
Yeah, I think that was the hardest thing. It's like the lowest of, oh, we don't want you, but you're going to stay and do the work for, I don't know, it was like 2 more months at least.
Yeah.
And you're going to train this girl. But
and
we don't.
Train your replacement.
And I need to train the replacement a little bit. Not fully, because I didn't know everything yet, because I wasn't there for that long. And then, and she's going to get it over you because she has more experience. That's like, okay. But we like you, but we don't want you. And I was like, okay, this is definitely a financial thing because you would have to buy me out of my contract. But, so I went from a low, and then like, oh, someone does want me. Like, are we sure? Like, is it going to be like enough money not enough money, but like, a good offer, because the place I was working at was not a good offer. I came to find out, so that made me feel better. So it was a good offer, and I was like, okay, are we actually going to do this? Like, it's a good location, it's close to home, all the stuff, so it just kind of like fell into place slowly.
Close to home? We didn't really have a home. Close to family.
Like, close to where we wanted to kind of settle down anyways. And then I was like, oh, okay, great. And yeah, I was just excited. And then I felt kind of like a switch turned on because I was at low. Like, I was at the lowest low after that. And then into the highest high. In like matter of like a week or 2.
Yeah.
Not even.
The turnaround was pretty crazy.
Yeah, well, they really needed someone, I think.
Yeah.
And then I was like nervous and scared. And it's like, I don't know if I'm good enough.
Yeah.
All those self-deprivating thoughts. And it was really nice to go in there, and all the coworkers are very helpful. And at least to my face they are anyways, which is the most important, I guess. They could be saying crap behind me, I hope not. And knowing that I have skills and eager to teach me and help me become a good therapist, which is like what I wanted. Like, I wanted coworkers to be able to be better than me, to teach me so I can be better, you know? So.
Coworkers that help lift you up.
Yes.
That's important.
Yes. There's lots of them.
It was nice that this position ended up having that. And it also has a lot of new experiences for you even in this position.
Yeah, and that's also.
New things you can learn.
There's a lot of different things within the peds world for PT that I am being able to do and dabble in. So that's really great because then I won't be bored. It's not like boring peds work. which peds isn't that boring really, but it's not like the same kiddos coming in and out. You see a lot of different things. So we get to go in the pool, we can do serial casting. I can go over to inpatient, do inpatient work, things like that. And then my manager is really great too. She is overworked. However, she does like stick her neck out and like for me already. Mm-hmm. So it's, I don't know. I guess we kind of went off topic, but yeah, I think that was my feelings. It was kind of exciting, but nerve-wracking, because also it's like, okay, this is where I'm going to be. Like, if I hate it, I can't just be like, oh, I have 20 more days type thing. So It was nerve-wracking, but I think it's panning out to be good.
I think so too.
Are you ready to wrap it and close it? Our last close? So this is it. It's not an ending with drama, just an ending with gratitude.
To everyone who listened, shared, and messaged us, and let us be part of your routines, thank you.
This podcast carried us through a season of uncertainty, movement, and growth. And now we're in a different season, a quieter one and just a little bit more stable one.
That doesn't mean we're done growing. It just means we're growing somewhere else.
If you're in a season of transition right now, let this be your permission that you're allowed to close good chapters and you're allowed to change. You're allowed to choose the life that's right in front of you.
For the last time, thank you for listening.
And remember,
keep loving,
keep laughing,
and most importantly,
keep taking the next step.